Alright lads, how you doing? Welcome to Baggy TV, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. You know what lads, today's video is going to be jam-packed. It's going to be jam-packed because there's so many topics I want to talk about. And normally I pick one or two stories to talk about, but there's so many stories out there right now with the transfer window being open and Chelsea being touted to be a big player in the transfer market. There's a lot of stories. So I want to give my opinion on a few of them. I'm going to talk about Onana and Oblak. There's a lot of goalkeeper stories out there. There's a lot of potential options that Chelsea have. But the two that I want to address is Oblak and Onana. I'm also going to be talking about the defensive stories that are going around right now. With Ginter, German centre-back, and John Stones from Man City. I'm also going to be talking about Benrahma and Willian. And I'm also going to be talking about Ben Chilwell and Declan Rice. Do you see how many stories we're going to be covering in this video? A whole bunch of stories, lads. So, seriously, when we have the cut screen coming up in a minute, go grab something. Grab a drink, grab a snack. Because you need to be sitting down, relaxed to watch this video, lads. And before we get into the video, lads, hit that subscribe button, turn that bell notification button on. Like, comment and share my video. I'd appreciate that. Now let's jump in. So the first story we're going to be addressing is the Onana Oblak story. This is a big story. This is a big situation, a big problem that we currently have at Chelsea because of Kepa and his unfortunate seasons really, because he's not been great for a little while now. It's become more apparent this season because we're actually focusing on it, because it's been linked to defensive issues as well as goalkeeping issues. So the whole thing has come to a boiling point and now it needs to be addressed. And Kepa will be leaving. There's no doubt about it, for next season. The thing is, he'll be leaving either on loan, or if we're lucky we can sell him. If we're lucky we can sell him for a cut price, for a loss. But let's turn over that page and move on. Now, in my last video where I addressed Onana and Oblak, I got a lot of feedback from you guys. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. I haven't seen Onana play all that much. I've seen him play against Chelsea. I'm a fan of Hakim Ziyech, so I have seen Onana play. I do watch Ajax. But that being said, every time I've seen Ajax play, Onana has performed well. Now, I got some feedbacks in the comments telling me that Onana might not be of that caliber, of that potential. To be honest, I did more research in regards to his stats. If we look at the matrix of what it takes to be a good goalkeeper, figures wise, Onana is up there with the best. If we look at his age, if we look at his potential, if we look at what he has achieved, he's a very good option. And if we look at his price, the option becomes even better. I mean, he is in the 30 million price mark region. While as an alternative, the player who has been touted by the owner himself, by Roman Abramovich, Oblak, is north of 100 million release clause. And to be honest, if we want to buy him, Atletico will not accept anything less. And they shouldn't. They wouldn't. Not for a player of that caliber, not for a player of that potential. Therefore, Onana has become a more attractive option for Chelsea right now because of his price and all of these things that I've just mentioned. Lads, personally, I would lean towards Onana over Oblak because we're building a team. We are trying to solve a problem we have in a particular position. At the same time, we are trying to build a team for the next season. And the way Frank is doing it, for a few seasons. And Timo Werner yesterday mentioned something that Lampard said to him about building something moving forward. And Timo Werner wants to be part of this new era that Chelsea and Lampard are building. Therefore, Onana would be ideal to come to Chelsea. Price, age, skill set, potential, we can't go wrong. So me, I back Onana. And me, I believe we will sign Onana. Yeah, I've just said it, and I'm probably wrong, but it's wishful thinking. So hopefully we'll get Onana. Now, the second story that I want to discuss. I want to talk about Willian and Benrahma. Yeah, Benrahma. You see, lads, Willian, his situation has been fluctuating up and down. We don't know what is going on, because on the same day, literally yesterday, those reports suggesting that Chelsea and Willian have come to an agreement. Literally on that same day, yesterday, talks will continue, or talks will be open, talks will commence after the FA Cup. On the same day, Willian is leaving straight after the FA Cup. So we don't know what's going on in regards to Willian's contract. We don't know. It might be happening, it might not be happening. Let's be realistic, lads. Let's be realistic. Chelsea offering Willian a 3-year contract at his age, I can't see it happening. And if it does happen, Chelsea are going down a road that they do not want to be going down, because everyone is going to be pushing for that kind of contract, for that kind of salary, for that kind of pay. And I can't see Chelsea going down this route. I really can't see it. Therefore, Willian will not be getting a 3-year contract. If he accepts the 2-year contract, fair enough. And if he doesn't, there's a lot of clubs out there that would love to have Willian. And I would say to the man, good luck. And Benrahma is the one we should be bringing in. Benrahma is the player we should be bringing in. Benrahma has an abundance of talent. Benrahma has great ambition. Benrahma is a player that Chelsea need right now. A lot of people are saying, what do we need another attacker for? We got a ton. We're losing a ton. Batshuayi is going. Pedro is going. Willian, Barkley, both of them are probably on the way out. Who's coming in? Ziyech, Werner, and possibly Havertz. We're still short, right? Benrahma is important for what he's going to add. Lads, next season we want to be contenders. Therefore, next season we want to be in a stronger position than we are this season. Therefore, we need to bolster our squad. We need to have more squad depth. And Benrahma is one of the best options we have. Price-wise, skill set, track record, and he does what you expect of him. He scores and creates with a lot of skill and a lot of ambition, and he comes at a very cheap price tag. Again, just north of 20 million, just south of 30 million is probably what we can look at in regards to Benrahma. And guys, Willian's contract is quite steep, so having that contract off the books, we could probably sign Benrahma for a contract half of what Willian was getting paid. So we'll still have to change that over from that. Do you see what I mean? Before I address the Declan Rice and Ben Chilwell situation, I want to talk about the defensive situation, the defensive stories with Ginter from Mönchengladbach in Germany and John Stones from Man City. We'll talk about that story before we get into Declan Rice and Ben Chilwell. Now, in regards to Ginter, he's a very young player, mid-20s, so very young in regards to centre backs. The man has a very good record when it comes to the Bundesliga. He's also a German international, and the German theme that is being built here in Chelsea could see him being a very useful asset in that position. The thing is, I haven't really seen the man play. I don't know how good he is. I've read about him and I've seen the stats, and to be honest, they look pretty good. And the situation is pretty good, because if we're looking to keep Rudiger for the German connection, the German link, Ginter would be ideal. Ginter is also on a very short-term contract. His contract expires next summer. Now there is an extension clause in his contract. If he plays X amount of games, then it will automatically renew for 1 more year. His club is currently negotiating a new contract with him because there's a lot of interest in Ginter from Arsenal and other European clubs. So Chelsea are monitoring this. Chelsea are monitoring this. Now, whether we get this lad or not is not really the issue. The issue is this. The fact that this story has surfaced shows that Chelsea are looking at options that you and I haven't even considered. Do you understand? So Chelsea are doing very, very good work when it comes to scouting and trying to find players. Now, this is what I've got from the Ginter story. Whether it happens or it doesn't happen is something that is long-winded and we'll probably address in due course. But you have to understand that Chelsea are looking at a lot of options right now. Stones is another option that we're looking at. You see, the thing is with Stones, he hasn't really fulfilled his potential. He hasn't really done what we thought he was going to do. He hasn't really achieved what we thought he was going to achieve at Man City. Does that mean he's not a good defender no more? Because he hasn't done that. Does that mean the potential that we all thought he had isn't there? Were we mistaken in thinking that? No, we weren't. He does have that potential. He does have that potential. I just don't think the system that Man City plays allowed him to show that potential. I don't think he received the support and the confidence from Pep to allow him to develop as a defender. Now, am I making excuses for us to sign him? No, I'm not. Because I don't think Stones really is an option that we should be looking at. I don't think he is. Granted, he could possibly develop into a very good defender. Granted that he does have a lot of attributes that we could use right now. But with the price that he probably commands, and with the risk that probably comes with him, I don't think Stones is an option we should be really considering at this point. And this is in my opinion. And again, I could be wrong. I want to know what you think. In the comments, let me know what you think about this John Stones situation. I'd be really interested to hear what you guys have to say about that. Now, the last topic I want to talk about is Declan Rice and the Ben Chilwell topic. And the reason why I put these two in the same kind of topic because they're two different positions. But both of these players have come out, allegedly have come out, to say they want to transfer to Chelsea. They want to move to Chelsea. Ben Chilwell apparently is thinking about it, and reporters know what the man is thinking about and what he's thinking about doing before he's done it. So there's a report saying that Ben Chilwell is going to request a transfer to Chelsea. Declan Rice wants to go to Chelsea. Do you see what I mean? So these stories, whether they're true or false, is a different topic. But there is truth to them. There is truth to them, especially in regards to Declan Rice. Declan Rice does want to come to Chelsea. And he has said it a few times in an indirect manner. And if you Google it, you search it, you'll find it. Referring to wanting to play with Mason Mount at club level, etc., etc. You'll find these things. So the point I want to get at with this story is this: Chelsea are a very attractive team right now. With Kai Havertz coming in potentially, with Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech already here, and with the team and the squad that we already have, and with the manager that we already have, and with the system that we have already built, a lot of young players are looking at Chelsea and thinking, I want to be part of this. This is the project I want to be a part of. And especially players like Ben Chilwell and Declan Rice, who are in the Premier League, who know a lot of these players, who know Frank Lampard, who have seen Frank Lampard growing up, especially young English players like Declan Rice and Ben Chilwell, who saw Frank Lampard as one of their idols, achieving what he has achieved. They want to be part of that. And Ben Chilwell wants to be a part of that, and especially after his manager saying that Ben Chilwell is not for sale, Ben Chilwell is staying, and Leicester go ahead and not qualify for the Champions League, Ben Chilwell doesn't want to stay no more. Ben Chilwell wants to be part of this Champions League team that is going to potentially be contenders next season. The issue here is his price tag. Chelsea will never in a million years do a Man United. They would never pay the asking price to Leicester. We're not going to fall for the trap that Man United did with Harry Maguire. That's not going to happen. Therefore, Ben Chilwell's price needs to be dropped considerably before Chelsea would even consider this option. Frank Lampard wants this option. He wants this player. But Chelsea will not bid, 80 million, 75 million for Ben Chilwell. They won't. Alternatives are there for a cheaper price. That price needs to come down before Chelsea would move for Ben Chilwell. Declan Rice, he wants to come. He wants to come. And he's useful. He's useful in many positions. Will this happen? I don't know. I think the possibility of Declan Rice coming to Chelsea is greater than the possibility of Ben Chilwell coming to Chelsea. Price, position, options, alternatives. Declan Rice kind of edges, in regards to his transfer, Ben Chilwell. I also want to know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Lads, this video has dragged on for a little bit, and I apologise for that. But there's been a lot of topics that I've been wanting to talk about, and I thought I'd cram them in one video, get them out of the way. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And if you have, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate that. Take care of yourself, lads. Thank you. Have a great day, and peace out.